Hi guys, it's Thomas here from COTBase.com. In today's special video, I'm going to be talking about using the iCOT Intraday Indicator in swing trading strategies. I've received a lot of requests on doing one. It's actually quite simple, I would say. There's no better day to do this video when CFTC is once again delaying the commitments of traders report, as it's doing with the one we're expected today, 10th of January. Usually it's issued on Fridays, but this time it's delayed until Monday, 13th of January. So I just figured I'll just do this video instead of the weekly review. By the way, if you are interested in when these reports are issued, you can actually find the release schedule here at COTBase.com. This is the official release scheduled by CFTC. You can find exactly when the reports are issued. Don't forget, the commitments of traders report is a weekly data. Now, if you would like to have a different tool in your bag just in case the report is delayed, or if there's a government shutdown and we don't have the COT reports available for many weeks, then the iCOT Intraday Indicator is something that may be helpful. Now, of course, it is developed after many years of research to bring COT analysis into the short time frames intraday world. However, I do find the indicator to be quite effective on longer term charts as well. And another thing I'm going to do, instead of showing the indicator on usual markets that we analyze in the weekly reviews, soybeans, corn, traditional commodities, the indicator is actually quite effective and is usable on all sorts of markets. It's used on, it can be used on stocks, cryptos, all sorts of currency pairs. So a much wider range of markets than the traditional COT data that CFTC publishes, which we of course understand is the open interest divided amongst the main trader categories. So of course stocks do not have open interest, so that's not something we would get a traditional COT report on, but iCOT Intraday Indicator is something you can actually use on, in this case, Google. So we're going to open this chart. I'm going to add the scores lines. This is of course the heart and soul of the indicator. It's mimicking what we are used to from classic COT analysis, and we're going to add the basic iCOT Intraday Indicator, and let's talk. So this is a 4-hour candlestick chart, and of course swing trading means we're going to be holding positions overnight, right? You can, maybe a couple days, but it could go up to a couple of months, right? And of course, if we look at this chart, let's say you saw this beautiful buying opportunity in Google around these lows back in September. And let's just hold it for a second over here, just for those who are new to this indicator. We have the bullish signal from commercials, the red line over here indicated with a yellow diamond underneath the candles. And at the same time, we have the extreme in speculators represented with a change of color of the candlestick. So of course, red and green changes to blue, indicating that speculators are at an extreme. And we have both at the same time. Then we get a stripe signal, a bullish stripe signal, this green vertical line, or a bearish stripe signal, these red lines. So let's say you entered the trade based on that signal. You may be holding on until you get to a vertical sell stripe signal. I'm just giving you one example, and you can see this happens in October. So we're already talking about 2-month span. That is more characteristic of a swing trading strategy. So honestly, if you've been using the indicator on day trading systems, 1 minute candlestick chart, 5 minute or 15 minute, then there's not a huge difference in just switching over to a 4-hour or daily chart and using it on those. I'll show you a couple other markets just if I'm already here. So it's really, I just want to go from different sectors. This is going to be GE. Here, once again, you can see we have an extreme around this bottom. We have another signal over here. We have a stripe signal around this top. We have a stripe signal around this bottom. You can see even in between, not always do we have both of our scores lines at an extreme. Sometimes we have only one of them indicating a signal. Let's go to financial sector, JP Morgan. Here we have another great example, and I can actually show you that what we can do is add the iCOT Intraday Indicator with after signal. This is a updated version of the indicator where the indicator will help you identify good buying and selling opportunities. By default, this indicator is only acting on stripe signals, but what I like to do is look at all the different signal types. So what I'm doing here right now is changing from stripe signals to any kind of signal. And there we go. You can see how well the indicator caught this bottom. You can see that we have received a couple of signals, but the indicator will filter out those and help us identify the best time to enter the market. Now these were stocks. Let's go over to a market that we're more used to from classic COT analysis. This is going to be silver. Once again, we're still on a 4-hour candlestick chart, and you can see back over here in August how well the indicator caught this bottom. And basically throughout this period, there were a couple of great opportunities to enter, and it will identify when to get out of the market as well. Just before reaching these tops around $34, $35, we are getting these bearish stripe signals from the indicator. Last but not least, let's have a look at a currency pair. Let's look at the Euro British Pound currency pair. Here you go. You can see once again just this top. What a beautiful sell signal. You can see signal after signal. We are getting this extreme, and the after signal will filter those out and tell you exactly when to enter the market. And you can see this buy signal may actually act as a target if you think about it. Getting into the trade on the sell and then exiting once we get a buy signal. You can see the bullish extreme, iCOT extreme, I would put it over there. So, you know, it's very similar to what we do in intraday trading with this indicator. It's not that different. You just open a 4-hour or a daily candlestick chart and use it on those charts. I should point out, if you are watching this video in January, we have launched New Year deals. Of course, if you're watching this later during the year, there may not be these wonderful deals for you. That being said, we do try and come up with a couple of sales throughout the year. Black November, for instance, is something that we do. Anyways, this is a great deal that you may take advantage of if you are interested in getting our indicator, the iCOT Intraday Indicator. We do have some great deals on our classic COT analysis, the COTBase premium service. You can read a lot about our different features here. This is, of course, the premium. If you watch my COT reviews on a weekly basis, that's basically using the premium service. We have the COTBase Pro indicator that is actually everything you see on the website, but you can actually use it in NinjaTrader. And then, of course, the iCOT Intraday indicators, the basic version of it, and the version with after signal, filtering out a bunch of signals. There's some unbelievable great examples on how this indicator can perform. Yeah, it's a wonderful tool, and I'm sure you're going to be able to use it on swing trading strategies. If you have any questions, please comment underneath the video or send us an email to info@cotbase.com. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care. Goodbye.